Welcome to Grave Geeks. Yay. Hope everybody had a wonderful Turkey Day. We should be having some people join us momentarily. There's some peoples.
Yeah, I actually need that.
I did extra homework just in case people didn't do homework. Thank you, Garrick.
I did my homework, but I didn't know how exactly to tell the story of my homework.
Happy Thanksgiving, Garrick.
Happy Thanksgiving. I'm gonna make my coffee now. I just had to, my neighbor messaged me, and he's like, you might want to put your car in the winter position.
Yeah.
Like, oh shoot, yeah, because our plow guy will do like a strip down through the driveway. Yeah. And I was parked in that spot. And yeah, I don't think it's supposed to start tonight, but who knows?
Tomorrow.
Hopping on.
This is tomorrow. What's up, Jay? Ooh, somebody's watching basketball.
Yep.
So, a quick PSA. Jay, if you want to request, you can. It's not showing up as being able to invite you. Just in case anybody has a Harbor Freight, it's the backpack sprayer from Harbor Freight. It's 4 gallons. There has been a recall on the sprayer. So what you're supposed to do is stop using the sprayer immediately. And you're supposed to cut the hose and wand off the product and return the hose and wand only to your local Harbor Freight store for a full gift card refund. Hi, Pumpkin. So, if you have a Bauer 4-gallon backpack sprayer, it has been recalled from Harbor Freight. So, don't want anybody to get hurt. Apparently, it was certain units of sprayer pump can leak chemicals which can enter the battery compartment and make contact with its electrical components and may cause the battery to overheat and present a fire hazard.
Well, that's not good.
No.
Yeah, you don't want that to happen. Catching on fire on your back. That'd be a hot day in the cemetery.
Yeah. You might not leave the cemetery. Just saying.
Yeah. I'm getting my
Yeah, Jay, I can't invite you to come up. I don't know why.
He said hello.
Hello.
Is it Joe's? Okay.
How is everybody tonight?
Good. Good. Everybody eat lots of turkey?
The whole damn thing.
Too much turkey. Now
I
we
ate a
need
lot of green bean casserole. Sorry, Tosh.
Oh, no, you can be sorry. I'm just stirring my coffee.
So there's one. I did a couple extra homeworks just in case. So the homework was an interesting story in history or whatever.
I can find a bunch of fun facts if nobody has anything. Cause we know.
I know, right?
I've got one about West Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got one about Thanksgiving.
The very first Mother's Day was done in West Virginia in 1908.
Ooh.
Huh.
And it was for her, a lady's mother's, it was on her birthday, right? I think so. Jeopardy fact, because I have lots of stupid Jeopardy facts in my head.
It was done in Grafton County in a church in 1908, then it became an official holiday in 1914.
Very cool. I got 1, 2.
So go West Virginia.
Right.
Anybody else got one they want to share? I just can't.
Sure. Mine has to do with President Abraham Lincoln and his call for Thanksgiving to be an official annual holiday. Yes, we had talked, like, there had been previous conversations about making it a national holiday, but he's the one that suggested making it the last Thursday or something in November, following the Battle of Gettysburg in July of 1863. In October, he proclaimed Thanksgiving a national holiday. However, he's not the one who penned the speech. I think it was his Secretary of State, maybe, Seward.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that.
Nice.
Oh, they got their tree up already?
It's so cute.
It's so little.
I did find one.
Right. To have a plan.
Hi, Laura.
Hi.
Hi, Laura. We're not saying hi to you.
Oh,
Do you want me to
And
go?
they'll look out again. They'll
she's on the phone.
figure out what they want to do.
Go ahead, Tasha.
Oh, hold.
Sip of coffee. Sip of water. We can do this.
I need it. I have to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Ooh. That
Why?
My mother and shopping.
Yeah.
No thanks.
I did that once, and that was 15 years ago. And
We've been doing it for 15 years. So anyway, me being me, I relate to this story. Just not like the whole story, obviously, because I'm not institutionalized anymore. But so Elizabeth Packard was probably like one of the most famous stories of a woman being put into a mental health facility. And I'm trying to read my notes here.
you took notes. I love it.
Yeah, well, I tried. I kind of highlighted pieces out of this whole article because it's way too long. But essentially, she started acting like a perfectionist and having different spiritual beliefs than the people around her. And these differences resulted in explosive arguments that accumulated in her standing in the church while her husband was preaching, because she believed in different entities than he did. So it made him question his wife's sanity. And let me see. He had Dr. J.W. Brown visit their home disguised as a sewing machine salesman to diagnose his wife. Brown concluded that Elizabeth was insane because of her hostility towards her husband and her unorthodox beliefs. She spent 3 years at the Illinois State Hospital for the Insane from 1860 to 1863 until her oldest son turned 21 and was able to release her. The rest of the article basically goes on to say like how in the 18th and 19th centuries it was easy for a man to institutionalize his wife or daughter. They didn't have to present any proof. He only needed the consent of the superintendent of the asylum. Many women were locked up for reasons such as overeducation, PMS, being unmarried, or displaying what was considered over-sexual behavior such as masturbating.
Yet they use that as a treatment.
Now they do.
No, they did then too.
They did that.
But it says that all of these things were treated in the asylums using restraints, isolation, electroshock therapy, ice baths, forced drugging, and lobotomies.
You know how they did a lobotomy?
Yeah, I need one. That's probably what I need. Lobotomizing. All right, but yeah, so that's my little fun fact. She was put in there for believing in other things.
Okay.
I know. I'll pepper one in if somebody wants to get theirs together. So, has anyone ever been to New York City to the James J. Walker Park in Greenwich Village?
No.
Greenwich.
Not Greenwich, Greenwich.
Huh.
Greenwich.
Yeah, it's Greenwich.
Is it? Well, why isn't it Greenwich?
Because it's fucking
Greenwich.
New York City, yo.
All right, whatever. So, the neighbors teem with life in the most warm weekends. Teenagers run for positions on soccer fields and play pickleball in the nearby court. They play on the playground. Adults stroll underneath the tall trees and through the community gardens. It's far less lively around the white stone monument near the park's northern entrance. The roughly 7 by 7 foot monument, topped with a stone replica of a coffin adorned with firefighter tools, stands a silent witness to a time when this land did not crawl with life. A sarcophagus of 2 young firemen killed in the line of duty in 1834. The memorial also includes a large plaque affixed to its east face side that says this ground was used as a cemetery by Trinity Parish during the years 1834 to 1898. It was made a public park by the city of New York in the year 1897. This monument stood in the cemetery and was removed to this spot in the year 1898. So that spot was the final resting place for about 10,000 souls.
Damn. No, I didn't know that.
According to Trinity Church archives and other sources, St. John's burying ground included members of prominent New York families with such surnames as Roosevelt, Schermerhorn, Bayard, Mott, Lawrence, and Tenike. And it became the resting place of famous performers of the day, such as actress Naomi Vincent and actor, playwright, comedian, and theater manager William E. Burton. And some of the tombstones were very large and elaborate, and some even had poems on them. And the most prominent grave marker was the one that remains, which was the memorial to the firefighters. So in 1851, New York City ordinance prohibited full body burial south of 86th Street unless the individual was to be placed in part of a family crypt. Although it's no longer receiving bodies, St. John's burying ground grew to be a picturesque place in summertime with its fine old shade trees. But by the 1880s, the neighborhood and the cemetery had decidedly deteriorated, and in 1891, a Herald article stated that the Board of Street Openings had petitioned one judge to have it condemned. The Herald piece, which was titled "To Empty 10,000 Times Honored Grave, the Contest of Trinity Church to Prevent the Desecration of St. John's Historic Churchyard." By the time everything was done, Trinity Parish, they didn't agree with the assessment of the city plans, and the city pretty much said, "Too bad, so sad." And they did keep fighting, but the city did gain access to the burying grounds in 1895, and it became responsible for the 10,000 bodies in the ground. Trying to see if they moved them. Yes, the body retrieval. They gave it some time, but they ended up having to even extend the time, their own deadline for the body retrieval. But even with the extra time, sources say fewer than 200 bodies were actually relocated. So that park still has 9,800 bodies underneath.
That's crazy.
Where the kids play and the dogs poop.
They say that 90% of New York City is on top of dead bodies.
So,
What was the homework again, Allie?
some interesting fact.
Okay.
Not anything crazy. If you didn't do it, that's okay. I've got 4 more.
Can it just be like anything interesting, or?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a minute.
Okay.
They did the same thing with the New Haven Green. I know I've probably told you that 5, 10 times already, but I just watched new videos on it last night, doing research on somebody else.
I mean, we had deer attacking people on a turkey run today, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
But I'm
didn't see
gonna
my
have to-
video, Jay? Yeah, so they were doing a turkey run in Watertown, and 5 deer decided it spooked them too much, so they decided to run through where the runners were running, and one deer knocked over a couple people. Like, they had to call 911 and...
Yeah, as if these deer haven't given me
Right.
enough work lately. Now I have to deal with this too.
Yeah.
They just like keeping me
They
busy.
got it on film, too. That's the best part.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
Mm,
It was Grandpa. Well, Grandma and Grandpa. It was a couple.
Mm.
Boom.
okay.
I mean, it hit hard.
So, was he seriously injured?
He was released, but yeah, they were concerned for head damage or concussion and chest.
No, I don't mean the deer. I mean Grandpa.
Yeah, Grandpa.
The one girl, it was the first girl because there was like 3 or 4 deer that come running out. The first one got a girl, and then another one runs out, and then the other one got the couple. The first girl that got hit started commenting on the News Junkie post, basically saying like, "Yeah, I didn't think this was in my cards today."
I missed out on this bingo card. Didn't think I would get hit by a deer.
Yeah. Well, and the thing, Sue LeBaron, she's one of the ones that organizes that turkey trot because YMCA is one of her accounts, which means it's one of my claims accounts. So she sends me a message. She goes, "I'm sorry, but you're going to have some work to do Monday morning." I'm like, great, wonderful, yay.
Yeah, after watch it, it's funny. Like, I'm like, I probably watched it 15 times before I was like, okay, yep.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a big thing at freaking Thanksgiving dinner. We were all watching the video, and then when you made that one, the song to it made me laugh even harder.
I timed it perfect where it's like, as soon as, like, because you see the runners come out of, like, the driveway, and then all of a sudden you see something, like, streak by for a second. You're like, what the hell? And then you go, pew, pew, and then you see the couple, like, go over, and just at that point, it starts doing the, "Grandma got run over by a reindeer." I was proud of that. Happy Thanksgiving, just call me Cakes.
Hey, cakes.
Uh,
Yeah, we have one of the oldest still operation cemetery here in Michigan.
Oh, that's still open?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. It's called Historic Elm Lawn Cemetery. We are the oldest continuously operating non-dimensional cemetery in Detroit. It was established in 1846. We were founded in like 1847 or something like that, or 1837, or it was somewhere around there. So it's one of the oldest ones there, and it was actually a Civil War battleground too.
I feel like it was 38, Brian.
Yeah.
I don't know, though.
I don't know.
We learned
I'm
about
tired.
that in 4th grade. It's been a minute.
Yep. But that's kind of my interesting fact, is that we have one of the oldest still operating cemeteries.
There you go.
I was led to do research on a family member last night, or actually it was about 6 o'clock this morning, and I found out he was a fireman who was killed by a falling chimney trying to rescue a child out of a burning house on whatever street in New Haven. But I looked up the family. I found his mom, his dad, everything. I found the census record that totally fit with his parents and his siblings and everything. And it said that that person was a female on the census, but it was male on the record, and he was the first New Haven fireman killed in the line of duty at 20 years old.
Oh, geez.
October 24th, 1852, at 20 years old, but the census record definitely said he was a female. And the name is androgynous. It could be either. So.
Oh.
That's crazy. Yeah, Megan, it was 1837. I just looked it up myself, too. So the cemetery was open 10 years after Michigan was founded.
Mac, are you going to try and verify with a different census, see if it's the same?
Oh, with a different census?
Yeah.
I am trying to, yeah. But like I said, that was at 6 o'clock this morning. I found that information, and then 6:30 I was out.
I didn't get out of bed till 9 o'clock because I didn't have to. So,
Yeah. Sorry, I thought I was quiet. Don't mind me.
Does anybody know who the 10th president of the United States was?
Oh my God.
You can
Well,
do
I
it.
have to know for school questions, man.
It was before
They are
Alexander
school
Polk.
questions.
It wasn't Alexander Polk because he's 11. And that's all I have to add to this.
Damn.
Well,
John Tyler.
Quincy.
Yes. Tyler.
Damn.
So, did you know that his grandson is still alive?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Yep. So, President John Tyler was born in 1790 during the Washington administration. Tyler was originalist, meaning he was vehemently devoted to the Constitution. Tyler's first wife, Letitia, died when he was in office in 1842. She was the first presidential spouse out of the three who would die in the White House. 2 years later, in 1844, when Tyler was 54, he married Julia Gardner and had 7 children with her, one of which being Lyon Gardner Tyler. He was born in 1853 and he passed away in 1935.
How is Gardner spelled?
Gardiner. Maybe I'm saying it wrong.
B. Brian.
Ah.
Gardner. The last name that she just said was Gardner. That's
Oh.
where our link is.
Yeah, our link. Yep.
Gardiner.
Yeah. Actually, my Revolutionary vet is Gardner Westcott. His mom's last name was Gardner.
Well, so their son was Lyon Gardner Tyler. And then, so Lyon was born when President Tyler was 63. And he went to the College of William and Mary, blah, 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 blah. So then he married the second reason possible for a child, because Lyon also had a child at an unreasonably old age. After his first wife, Anne, died in 1921, Lyon married Sue Ruffin, who was 35 years his junior. And in 1928, when Lyon was 75 years old, Sue gave birth to Harrison Ruffin Tyler, who lives to this day.
Attaboy.
So, this is the wife of President Tyler.
She's pretty.
Very pretty.
I have an interesting fact.
Go ahead.
Aretha Franklin's buried here in Michigan, in Detroit.
I did not know that.
Damn.
Yep. So are some of the people in no, sorry, responding to my other half. To the Temptations. The Temptations are also buried in Detroit too.
What is not Warwick, but what's the other town in Rhode Island that's a big town that starts with a W? Hold on. I'm not good.
It's not Providence.
No, because that starts with a P.
Starts with a W.
Hold on.
Gardner's in my tree too, Tasha.
Who isn't in your tree? You are related to all
Westerly?
the entirety of the United States.
I just found out that I am related to, like, just about every family that was in New Haven. Like, if you list them somewhere on my tree, they're married to each other.
Oh gosh.
Connecticut as well. Jeez.
I am completely surprised.
Well, I mean, there was like 40 families there, you know. They all had to
I mean, did you see me faint? I fainted.
trade off every now and then.
There's
Did you find
Warren.
a town?
Yeah, there's Warren. There's
You had your
Woonsocket,
hand up.
Westerly,
Be patient.
West Warwick.
West Providence, West Warren.
It's my nose that turned white.
I don't know.
Take your pick.
I don't know. Oh my goodness.
Boop.
I'm gonna have to look at my tree because now I just don't know. And I have access to Ancestry again thanks to the gift membership, so
Oh, yeah. All right, real quick, and then WV's turn. Ancestry currently has a 50% off gift membership. You can send yourself a gift membership. Saying
Why would I want one? I already have. I don't get it.
50% off the annual subscription. So you would
Okay.
pay half the normal that you're paying now for Ancestry. Half the price. So what you do...
But I already have a subscription, so how
When
would
does
I
it-
send a guest?
when does it end?
I don't
Like
know.
what are you paid up in?
I
Do you
have
do it
no
monthly?
idea. No, God no.
Okay, so you can get on there, click the gift membership thing.
What? Say again? Your audio is.
You can click on gift membership and send it to yourself to activate any time within the next 3 months and be set for the next year and only pay half of what you would normally pay.
Oh, wonderful. I pay every 6 months, so. Crap.
Well, you can do it for 6 months too. So, like with mine expired on the 24th. So my mom and I just waited until now and did the full thing for the whole year, and instead of $500, it was like $250. Yeah, I'm gonna find this now. Hold on.
Okay. In the meantime, WV.
I'll look.
Okay, do you know where the oldest active movie theater is right now?
No,
I'm guessing West Virginia.
Yes. Do you know what it's called?
The Starlight Theater.
No.
Damn.
Twinkletown.
It's called the Roby.
What?
Well, how
The
did we
Roby
get-
Theater. ROBEY.
Not have guessed that.
Yeah, it's still active. It was built in 1900. Hold on.
It was built in 19 something something.
It was built in 1907, remodeled in 1926, and it's still running today.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We just have the oldest arcade.
yep.
They're not arcade like pinball arcade. So it's almost like, what would you call it? Like a strip mall almost, but
Yeah.
indoors. So it's like a mall, but it's just got a big lobby. And then you've got the stores that go in, but it's called an arcade.
Wasn't one of your Mystery Mondays that they had a candy store in that arcade?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought.
Yep. And my Find Me Jose Monkey was the paddock stone. So they have this massive, I don't even know how tall, because it would be impossible for somebody without a crane to measure. I would say at least 3 stories tall monument with an angel at the top. That, like, the P for paddock is larger than my hand. So I just come up to the first base, and that comes up to about my chin. And then it has a massive pillar.
My subscription is $169 every 6 months, but it turns out to be like $193. I don't know how, but $169, and it renews February 26th. So
That's within 3 months.
Huh?
That's within 3 months.
Barely.
So you could get that subscription probably for a year for the same price that you're getting now.
I just don't want to screw up anything that, or have them change something.
It's just an option. I just wanted everybody to know about it. So that's what I do every year. So
We don't know exactly how it works. And does it change anything? Does it change your package? Does it change the time when you're renewed or anything?
So what you do is you go on their site and you say that you want to buy a gift membership for someone, and they're going to ask you their username or email. Haven't done it in a year, so it's a little hazy. It's what he gets me every Christmas. And you put that in, and then you put the date that you want it to start. So in your case, it would be the day after your subscription goes through. And then it will send you an email saying, congratulations. In my case, Crazy Cemetery Husband bought you a year subscription to Ancestry. It's going to start at such and such a date. And then you would go into your settings that you have now and cancel the auto renew. And then you would open up you'll get another email on that date saying that your subscription has started. Your gift subscription has started.
Sounds confusing.
I can send you screenshots of my emails. I'm sure I still have them.
I just got an email about it today.
Natasha can send it.
So essentially, instead of it auto renewing on your payment that you currently are using, the new gift subscription would take that payment's place?
Correct.
Question mark? Okay.
You would pay up front. So you would buy the whole kit and caboodle.
Yep.
If you wanted to do the medium package for the year, it's okay. Well, I'm just going to guess it's $180. So you would pay that $180 up front, and then it would activate on the date that you set, and then it would be good for a year.
So if I bought it now, I would have to pay for it now.
Correct.
Forget it.
But it's heavily discounted now, so that's why they are trying to promote it now, because it's heavily discounted. So as opposed to the normal $169 you would pay for your 6-month subscription, it would be $169 for a full year.
Right.
But you'd pay for it right now.
Yep. So, it's just an option for anybody that has Ancestry, that has an account. I know Tasha didn't know about it, but I've been doing that for the last 5 years.
Yeah, so that's the one that we got today. Instead of being 500 after tax, it was like 250.
Hmm.
So you got the 12-month one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Mom and I just split it because we both use it.
Yep. So, it's an option for whoever.
Okay.
And I mean, that's the all access. So that's got the fold 3, that's got the newspaper and everything.
That is a pretty killer deal.
What's that?
Commenting on the deal. That is a really good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's also where you can have people on your account too.
Not with
Not
the
with
gift.
gifts.
Not with the gift. I mean with the your account though.
Not if you get the Black Friday gift, no.
Oh. Okay, well never mind.
That's only if you pay that whole $500 thing. So this is the next package down. That's what it goes down to with the Explorer.
That's what I've got. That should be 169. I can't read it.
159.
No, well, the 6 month is what he does. That's normally 169, so it's down to 84.
But I mean, for the same price, you could get a whole year for the 6 months.
Yeah.
And it's set until next Black Friday.
If you have the money to pay up front.
Yeah. I think it goes until December 3rd or something. Yeah, December 3rd.
What's the lowest package?
1 second.
One.
I mean, it's
They
not for
also.
me.
What, Allie?
I said it's not for everybody. But for the most part, like if you're just researching like US, so you're just looking for everybody in the US, you know, after they came here, you're not looking for overseas stuff. The US discovery is pretty good.
That's actually what I should be doing because I don't look anywhere else. I mean,
That's
my
the
whole
one I have.
family's been found back in England. I've already found them, so I don't. I've got no use for the World Explorer anymore, so I should go down one.
Yeah, for 12 months, that one is 114.
Damn, that's less than what I'm paying for 6. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And my newspapers is not bundled in, so I have to pay extra for that.
Right.
And
but,
fold 3 too.
Yeah, I signed up for it. I have an account, but I can't do anything with it because I didn't even start a free trial or anything.
Most of the stuff is really on Ancestry.
Yeah.
Or you can find it somewhere else too.
Yeah. There's some stuff that it has, but to me, it's not enough to subscribe standalone. If I didn't have it all bundled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the all access family plan.
Yeah, so you can't get the all access family plan with this. My mom and I had that, and then we did this, so like the ability to add people to it is not there anymore. But for the amount of the discount and the fact that we didn't have anybody like actually using it.
Yeah. And I mean, if you have other people that research and do family history and stuff like that, you could go in, you know, and it wouldn't be worth getting the discount if you had 3 or 4 people all chipping in to get it, and then you just add them as having all the access. Then you do better doing the standalone.
Now, can't you just share, like, if you guys are all together doing it, paying for it, whatever, can't you just have one username and password and share it amongst you?
You can.
You could.
Okay. And then
but
everybody
you'll
can have
have
their
multiple
separate
trees.
tree. Oh, yeah.
You'll have the multiple trees though.
Tasha's got 100 of them. So.
I do. I have like 100 trees in there. It's bad.
Got like 60.
Well, Bernadette, sorry, I'm just responding to a comment real quick.
Mhm.
Allie does stuff with Ancestry and stuff like that. She's been going live. So she could probably send you a message or share when she goes live, and she can show you how to do Ancestry stuff.
Bernadette is like one of my number one people that watches my lives and like spams the likes, and I think I helped her look up one thing last time she sent me or something. She's got me.
Ancestry is also having a sale on DNA kits until I don't know when, but they're $39. This is the lowest they've ever been.
Oh, wow.
Or the lowest price they've ever been. So I know WV and I were talking about that, last night? Was it last night?
I think so.
Seems so long ago. God.
Jack needs a nap.
Is that turkey kicking in?
Oh, I had way too much too. 2 plates. 2 plates of everything.
Hubby made the most amazing 20-pound turkey. Like everybody was raving. It was amazing.
We got 2 23-pounders.
Well, you got 6.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get all the people that we thought we were going to get. Like my oldest son brought over his grandson. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that nap I ordered?
Your oldest son brought over his son. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, my oldest son brought over my grandson, his son, and left his 3 stepkids at home or with their father or whatever. So we didn't get all the people that we thought we were going to get. But all my kids were here. Holy crap.
That doesn't even have the mashed potatoes, gravy, like the hot stuff. Like those 2 things were the only 2 hot things. And there was a total of, 12 people? Yeah.
So Allie's hosting next year?
No, my mother-in-law. Yeah, no, I don't. Mm-mm. No, you don't want me cooking. What are you, nuts? Oh, and here's the turkey.
Oh, hello.
Wow, that looks really good.
That looks like an even bigger nap right there.
Yep. Yep.
Mm.
So, another interesting fact. Did you know that Heineken bottles were originally square?
Square?
Square.
What is a Heineken bottle?
Beer.
A beer.
Heineken beer
Oh,
for
I
shipping
don't drink,
purposes.
so.
Nope.
What the hell?
With grippies on the side.
Is that a cheese grater?
Gotta
So,
have grippy.
there are plenty of examples of structures built from recycled material. Even Buddhist temples have been made from them. In Sima Valley, California, an entire village known as Grandma's Prisby Bottle Village was constructed from reused glass. But this is no new concept. Back in the 1960s, executives at Heineken Brewery drew up a plan for a brick that holds beer. A rectangular beer bottle that could also be used to build homes. So they not only did that, but they also made the Heineken Cube.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that is really cool.
So they actually made them so that they would stack. So like the cubes. That's why you saw the dots. So the beer bottles were used as building material. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Did WV have something else? You're just playing ET.
She wants a DNA kit.
Why not? You might find out some very interesting things.
I'm debating on it.
Let's do it, WV. Let's do it.
Just be prepared. Because something's going to come up that's something you didn't expect.
Like she's really related to Mac.
Well,
I'm still trying to find this damn cemetery. I'm
what I was
sorry.
telling him on the phone last night, from what my mom and them have told me, I just want to confirm that the stories I've told are correct. And if they're not, I just want to know what the truth is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, I mean, am I Native American? Am I Irish? Am I German? What am I? I just want to know. So that's why I'm debating on doing it. Debating.
Has your family been in Appalachia a long time?
As far as I know, yeah.
You're probably
Did you-
Scots Irish then.
Do you have a tree? Did we talk about this?
Yeah, I don't think I have a tree. Not the one that I've made anyway.
Okay, tell you what. I'll start a tree for you if you give me the information I need to get it going.
Sure.
And we'll get you
I don't
that
know what you need,
info.
but sure.
Well, your parents' names, your grandparents' names, whatever, dates, whatever, just to get me started, and then I can go from there. But we got to give you that DNA kit if you're interested in it, because I'm thinking German and Native American. But, no,
The cheek
God,
don't say Native American.
I did not just say Native American. I meant Indian. Because my family story, like I told you last night, was the same thing. I was supposed to be like 1/8 from one side, and I think it's an eighth of another on the other side, and not one drop, not even a point, a percentage point. So,
Well, I'm really wanting to know if I'm related to either the Hatfields or McCoys. Because on mom's side, I've been hearing related to McCoys. But on my dad's side, they say that we have relatives from the Hatfields. So I'm nosy. I want to know.
Yeah.
You could be related to both.
yeah, you're gonna get a lot of family stories that kind of turn around wherever your area is, something like that. You know, people out in Wisconsin or Michigan. You know, you get family stories that you have Indian blood in you, or Appalachia, you got Hatfield McCoys, whatever. And it could be just a family story, but could be true. Let's find out.
So
I
Mom's
think
on
Mac's
here
just
too.
as excited as you are.
Yeah, my mom's on here too. She said we're also Irish from the other side. So,
I figured that much.
So I used.
I'll buy you the kit.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice.
So
Thank you, sweet.
using that. So my dad, I had my dad do the DNA kit. He did the Y-DNA. I know last week I talked to you guys about finding out that, his dad isn't really his dad. So using the Y-DNA in the last name Collins, I was able to figure out I know who my grandfather is now.
Really?
Yes.
That was an interesting.
Still alive?
No.
Wow.
No. My dad's 74.
That's a big find.
But,
No.
I mean,
You can't leave us hanging like that.
So
Tasha's grandfather is like 37. So, I mean,
Oh my goodness.
No. So my dad, we knew his mother was born in 1916. And his father was 12 years older than her. Not sure how it happened. So he got married to a lady in 1948. He looked like he was a laborer. He was working. I don't have my tree up with all the information. I gave it the printouts to my dad when he was up Saturday. And somehow, whatever, to tango, my dad was conceived mid 1949. So his father didn't have children with his wife until 1952. So my father had two full siblings, or two half brothers and two half sisters. And I did find one of the sisters on Facebook.
Okay.
I found a lady on Ancestry that had posted, so one of his brothers has passed. I'm assuming he did missionary work because he passed in Africa on a trip to Africa. Yeah, really weird. And she had posted a picture of his obit, and I had asked her, and I said very generically, I'm working on my dad's tree, and I see that you posted this obit for this man. Are you a relation? And then she took that very short 2-sentence message and ran with it, thinking that it was one of this man, it would have been my dad's uncle, half uncle, not half, uncle. And one of his kids, and went all about, and I'm like, no. I'm looking for my dad's biological family, and I think he's related through this family. And I saw this, and I didn't know if you were connected, and she got all sorts of confused. So finally, I'm like, I broke it brass tacks, and I'm like, okay, so his father, this guy that you posted this obituary, his father had 2 boys, and the brother had an affair with my grandmother and had my dad, and my dad was set for adoption. And she was still all sorts of confused. So I'm like, okay, that conversation's going to end. But I did find his half sister. She is on Facebook. She is alive. She has a daughter, and I'll show you a picture. I got to show you this picture because I'm not going to give out names. I'm just going to show the picture, because I'll show you a picture of me, and it's going to be a picture of, it would be my dad's half sister's granddaughter. Okay. It's insane. Because so I know it has a name, but you don't have any information. So see that little girl right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
See if I could do it without speaking.
Wow.
That's me. Tell me.
That is crazy.
Genes are strong. I'm just glad it showed up. That's like perfect.
Yeah. Did you talk to her at all?
No, I haven't. I mean, my dad said he didn't care. He just
Finally have an answer.
yeah. And I mean, there's always a chance. I must have checked it like 25 times, but I'm 98% sure that that's unless there was like a double non-parental event, there was an extra half sibling or something, and there was a whole thing. Everything lines up. The guy was in Rome, where my dad was born, 2 years prior to him being born. So, I mean, he's in the right town. He's got the last name. The DNA matches up. I did the what are the odds and the predictions, and that slot for his father had like the highest percentage that it had to be here to fit.
Did you say Rome? Rome, New York?
Rome, New York.
We're going to find out that you and I are related.
Are you related to Collins? Well, I've got the tree started. I didn't go too far back yet. Because, the last 20 years of researching his biological family, half of it is going to go out the window.
Yeah. Right?
That may suck, but at least you guys now finally have an answer.
Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to approach it this way. I'm going to message the daughter. So not my dad's half sister. I'm going to message her daughter. And I'm going to say, hi, I'm working on my dad's tree. He was adopted. And through Y-DNA, I've traced it to your Collins family.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know of any of your family members that had a child with somebody that they gave them up for adoption or whatever, or do you think that you can point me in the right direction, or would you be willing to do an ancestry DNA kit to help me out? I'm not going to say, I think that your grandpa, had an affair. Yeah, it was a hoe. I don't think
Did you know that they had a child out of wedlock?
I think I'll do better by saying, listen, I think I'm pretty, and it's true. I mean, I'm not lying. I'm pretty sure that we're related somehow through the Collins line. So I was hoping that, maybe you'd be able to help me out. I found your name through an obituary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't have such good luck trying to message my mom's niece on Facebook because she's never replied.
Yeah, but think about it this way. What's your mom's family like and what's your dad's family like?
My mom doesn't have a family.
Well, what's your mom like and what's your dad like?
Yeah, but still, that was one. No, it'd be the same generation. I don't know. So I hope, I don't know. From what I saw on my mom's side, that lady, her niece, never logged back into Ancestry, never read my message on Facebook. She didn't block me, so it's not like she's trying to erase whatever I'm trying to talk to her about, because you would think if she's like, no, I don't want anything to do with this, she would just hit block.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. So I don't know. And I even tried to message a friend of the family who had a mutual friend with her to try and be like, hey, check your message requests. Somebody's trying to get a hold of you, but nothing.
This person is legit, not a scam.
Now she's just being crazy stalker lady and going to all your friends.
Pretty much.
Yes, Ellie, I am related to Collins.
From Rome? Actually, I don't think
Connecticut.
Huh?
Connecticut originally.
I'll have to look. I spent probably 12 hours trying to figure that out. And I didn't really go, once I figured, because what I had to do was take all the matches. It's called the Leeds method, to try and figure out how they all connected. And then once I had the Collins name, I could connect with a whole branch that did DNA. And figured out how they connected. So I found.
When you called me that day, you're like, all right, just listen and hear me out real quick. And then she just started rattling everything off. I go, hold on, let me take a sip of coffee real quick. I'm like, okay, continue. And then she keeps going. She goes, does that make sense? I'm like, okay, so this guy and this guy, and you found an obituary for this guy. Yeah, it makes sense.
And this was found using that program that you told me to download?
The DNA painter?
No.
Oh, no.
Roots? I don't have my computer in front of me.
No, that is just a tree builder outside of, it's a standalone tree builder. So it's Roots.
Roots Web?
Tech. Roots Tech.
No, Roots Tech is the thing in Utah.
I withdraw. Never mind.
Roots tree?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's on my laptop.
Um, I'll show you. Uh,
I haven't even figured out how to get my tree from Ancestry onto it yet.
so you should be able to. You should be able to once you have the program done. If you order it, you should be able to pull it potentially. It's been a while since I used it. To download.
I have it downloaded. I
Okay,
did
so
it
you
like
got
that
in your
day.
tree, you downloaded the GEDCOM file to your computer.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yep.
so once you have the tree program, there should be an import, a GEDCOM file, and then you find that GEDCOM file and it should bring it all in.
Okay.
I haven't checked Jed Match in a long time. That just reminded me that even existed. You check that.
Yeah, the only DNA place that I done was from My Heritage.
You can download the stuff and add it on to some of the other sites. And
Not through Ancestry, sadly.
yeah, you can.
Not to Ancestry.
Oh yeah,
not
no,
from My
not
Heritage.
to Ancestry.
No.
I think
That's why I've been trying to convince my other half to allow me to get a DNA kit through Ancestry right now.
Oh my God, yes.
only $40.
It's
Right now they're on
$39.
sale.
Yep. As of right now, though, I still need to get a hat from Justin, though, so that's a little bit more expensive.
So this is called the it's called the DNA painter. So what are the odds? They call it Watto. Okay. So what you do is you input the tree. So you find the first ancestor, like common ancestor, right? So this man had 3 daughters that I found, right? And then these yellow ones are DNA matches. So I figured out their tree, how they're all related, and you can see the 100, well, it's kind of blurry, 130 centimorgans. So that is the, how closely related they are. So you could see 130, their child is only 47. So see how that works? Half. And then when you do that, then you can do what they say a hypothesis score. So that's what these are. So this is how likely the person that you're looking for is in that spot, right? So that one's 19. I know you can't read it because it's blurry. 73, 135, 206. So you see where, and it will show you the generations, right? So for this, and this is before I had this last one, right? And what I figured out using the Collins name, he had 4 daughters. And my dad is related through Mary Ellen. And he also has DNA matches with her spouse, which is Collins, right? So remember how I was quoting the chances up here, like 719, 135? Here's Mary Ellen. Unknown child. Hypothesis. So this would be where my my grandfather would be, right? Hypothesis. 5,163.
Yeah, I'd say that's it. You found
That's the
it.
line. Yep.
Right. And it has to be through her because he also is related to her husband's side. There's a DNA match down there. So, and I can't show that on here. So it's like this. So it can't be any of these 3 because Collins. So it has to be through her and it has to be there. And then wise, because I mean, it can't go behind it because then it wouldn't work either. So I'll show you. And he ended up in Portland, Oregon. So John Stuart Collins. And he was born 1905.
That says he was born in Oneida County too, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And that's the same county.
Well,
I
if it
just-
looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck,
Uh-huh.
I just
So
pulled
these
it
counties.
and I forgot how weird this thing is.
So
What's
this
the
is
name
how
of
I
that
figured
program,
it out.
Ellie?
I'm sorry?
What's the name of that program?
It's not even a program. It's online. It's called DNA Painter.
Oh, okay.
So
DNA.
And you have to input your DNA from Ancestry or wherever into that?
nope, you just put the numbers in.
Oh,
So you don't
okay.
actually have to input anything. You can hand jam it all in there. And there's a facts, so it shows you how to use it, show tips, and shows you how to use it.
Okay.
But
Oh.
For it now.
so you can see, so there's the fourth sister. So there's Mary Ellen, right? There's the grandpa. And then I'm not going to show that because then it's got the kids' names, and 3 of them are still alive. So that's the father. So I changed that because that lady was being weird, and so I just put his mother. But the reason I know, and if you see how I put the light bulbs, so that means that there's DNA. It's my clue. So it's saying there's a DNA match. It's got to be a line. So I got to follow the light bulbs. So Patrick Collins had a brother, Richard. And Richard had a son, William. William had a son, a daughter, Jay Collins. She matches 135 centimorgans. So that's the match to the Collins. And then I had matches to the Durham side. So it has to be through Patrick and Mary Ellen Durham. And if you do this, so 135, right? So 135 centimorgans. The program has a couple things. It has that, what are the odds? But it also has, it's called the Shared Centimorgans Project. So what did we say her match was? 195? So I can put in here 195. And it's telling me that here are what the chances are that lady is related to my dad. Half second cousins. 47% chance of half second cousins. So that would be nope. But it also has half what they are in the tree is it would be first cousin once removed. Right there. Half first cousin once removed. 43% chance. And then it shows you where they are in the tree and what the range is. So now that I've all put you to sleep.
No, I'm really interested right now because I'm wondering if this can lead to anything with my Molnar side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's called the Leads method. So I can do a live on my laptop and show you how that all works.
Yes, please.
I just apparently I was already signed up for a DNA Painter account and forgot. So I just got logged back into that.
Yeah. And it's free.
Signed up for so many things and forgot that I signed up for them.
Well, the Watto is new. So originally it was just the DNA Painter, and I'm sure that I talked to you about that before because I've used that for years. Hey, Amanda.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to work on a laptop first.
Yeah. That doesn't work well on phone. I mean, for just the centimorgans, yes, but for anything else, you really need a laptop or a
No, what you
desktop.
can do if you have like a keyboard or something that can be like Bluetooth to your phone, you can screen mirror to your TV.
It's
I'm just saying, don't have a laptop, you can do that.
you have an iPhone. You got an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Get a used I or Apple TV. You can probably get one like on Facebook Marketplace, one of the first generation for like $50. You plug it into your TV and you can just screen share right to your TV.
That's how I used to do it with my family stuff.
I'd rather have a desktop myself.
I've got a mini desktop. It's this
Yeah,
big.
hers is tiny. How much was that one?
$220.
That's not too bad. Like you can't buy a regular tower for that.
And I run 2 screens constantly, and I've got everything backed up. And
That's what I'm going to be getting there. WB is a keyboard for mine.
even on the iPad, though, I mean, you can do it. It's just because with the leads, so the way that I do it when you have a large, when you don't, if I didn't have that Collins clue, I'd still be working on this. Okay. It's because he did that Y DNA and I knew it was Collins because he had, out of 6 high matches, 3 of them with the last name of Collins. Y DNA goes by the father. So Y DNA is passed father to son, father to son, father to son. Like my dad's Y DNA is done. He had no sons that he knows of. So done. There is no more Y DNA. Oh, I always say he warned me 15 years ago when this all started coming out. We're like, if you're gonna do a test, you might find surprises. I don't know, none that I know of, but
you never know. See, I do have, so I think I told you a while ago, we found letters from one of my great grandfather's granddaughters when we cleaned out one of the rooms at mom and dad's. Well, I had gotten hold of her. She did an ancestry test. Now, her mother, or her grandmother, was Frank's first wife. My grandfather's mother was Frank's second wife. So she did a DNA test. So any of the matches between my great grandpa and her are only on the Molnar line. So, but with that, actually, let me pull it up here real quick. They don't have any close matches on there. Let me try to pull it up here real quick. Because I've had my great grandfather tested. Angelica did one. So, hold on. I can, if my thing will function with me. Damn it. I just exited out. Motherfucker. Sorry. I'm sorry. I've been doing good today. Well, I think it's because I said that one word, the F word. Sorry.
mm-hmm.
Order in the swear jar.
If I actually had a swear jar, do you know how much money I would have saved at this point?
I'm no longer going to speak on these lives then because I am going to be in debt very quickly.
Oh, you're fine.
Allie's like, new computers for everybody now.
You get a computer. You get a computer.
Yeah. Paid for by Tasha and Megan. You're gonna have
Thank
to
you, girls.
He doesn't have his favorite snacks no more.
It's bad.
Where did it just go? Right there.
He fell asleep, Amanda, because he's old. I'm just kidding. Oh, he's awake now.
What?
Mac is falling asleep.
No, I'm the only
Yeah,
one that
Cheryl.
gets to do that.
Why is this
The
being done?
tryptophan's hitting him.
I think he needs a scalpel.
Oh gosh.
I'll
Okay.
wake him right up.
So, the closest match that they have outside of people that like we already know personally is 167 centimorgans.
100.
that-
What?
67. So it says second cousin one time removed.
So the smaller it is, the more spread out the chances are.
Yeah.
So second
And-
cousin once removed, full or half? It's only
Full.
14% chance of having a second cousin first removed be that number.
It says it doesn't say half. The one after that is 121 centimorgans, and it says half cousin second removed. Or not G's removed, just half second cousin.
Half second cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one you have to try and figure out. Thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl,
Yeah.
you can come up, you know.
Cheryl.
So, like, with him and Angelica, it popped right up, half niece on there. And she was, like, flabbergasted that I even found her. And she was a random Facebook message, and she's like, normally I don't message people that I don't know, but your last name, I couldn't help it. And she ended up, like, a year later making a trip up from Tennessee to go to my brother's wedding and everything. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, she talks to me constantly, and she's told me some stories. And, I've talked to her sister that's still over in Croatia. So.
Take it for the pie. You should eat the pie. I can't make pie. I'm not good.
I like pie.
I do not like pie.
I like French silk pie. That's really good.
No,
I like pumpkin pie.
I like Dutch apple pie, and that's it.
Oh, I still have
That's the
apple
only
pie with homemade whipped cream on it out in the car. Oh, man.
I have yummy dessert. It's like a ice cream Oreo fudge layered thing.
Oh, that sounds
hey,
good.
Dwayne,
It's
happy
diabetes.
Thanksgiving. Oh,
Max just trying to stay awake.
I'm gonna explode.
That's what he said. Okay. I made it until after 9.
9:18.
9:18.
I like pumpkin.
Market.
Oh, the cheesecake. Oh, goodness.
I
Strawberry
love
cheesecake.
cheesecake.
My favorite, especially the no-bake kind. That's even better.
Somehow,
Go lay down.
my Google Drive decided it was going to back up my computer, which I had already taken off of a backup. So it was backing up now to my Google Drive, and I'm getting all these emails saying, if you don't clear up your storage, you're not going to get to have email anymore. And I'm like, excuse me?
Oh, jeez.
And I'm not going to pay for storage.
Can you
Sorry.
tell me why?
Probably not.
Tell me
On my great-grandfather's DNA, it lists my dad as his nephew.
Jeremy.
I'm sorry, what?
That's some West Virginia stuff right there going on, Tosh. What?
Hold on. So this is my. Hold on.
Wooed. Wooed.
I'm in Alabama.
Sure you did.
I don't know if you can see this. I'm looking at my great grandfather's. That Michael Molnar Sr. right there that's listed as nephew, that's his grandson.
1714.
But then, like Emily's says granddaughter or niece. I know that's his granddaughter.
That's within the within the range of grandfather.
Okay, because I'm like, why does it say nephew? That's his grandson.
Well, it doesn't have an age, so it might not. I mean, you said it was his. Wait, you said that's his great grandfather?
No, it's my great grandfather. So, like, for me, hold on, let me get to it.
Oh my god.
Now, wait, whose DNA test are you on?
Great grandfather.
Your whose?
Great grandfather.
No. I mean, whose DNA are you looking at the matches of?
No, so right now I'm just on his. Like,
so this is okay. So that is your great grandfather's.
Yes. So it lists my grandfather as his son.
Okay.
And that is his brother. And then we get here to my dad, and it says nephew. But then Emily, who is his granddaughter, it says granddaughter or niece.
Granddaughter or niece.
So Michael Molnar is actually his grandson.
Yes.
Okay, so that's still within the range for grandchild.
Okay. Can I change that or no?
You should.
Yes, you can input that. I was going to get my son DNA tested, and his in-law, his girlfriend or ex-wife's grandfather had my grandson tested, and he turned out to be my grandson DNA. So I don't have to get that son tested because that's as good as getting him tested.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you'd have Sonia's side.
He's not Sonia's son.
Or okay. Well, yeah, but then he would have his mother's side if he wanted the information. It's more convoluted if you go by the grandson because then you're going up 2 generations to get that information.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants that information.
Oh, jeez.
Don't know.
No.
I just want to find out if I have a half sister out there somewhere.
Haven't you done your DNA?
Through my heritage, but I can't access it.
What?
So I'm trying to do Ancestry.
Yeah, I definitely would do.
Yep.
Tell your SO that that's what you want for Christmas, and they're on sale right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm slowly poking the bear.
Okay.
You could buy a DNA kit and then pay past preservation like $5 a week to get a hat, and you can walk it too.
Well, all that's $50 though, so that's what I'm saying. It's like either that or do the DNA at the moment.
I would say, Justin, save me a hat. I'll get it in a couple months. I got to get this DNA test.
Yeah. I'll probably just do both anyways. I just gotta keep poking.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I was gonna
I wanted to
Other
leave
way
it
around,
alone.
thank you, if you want to get nosy.
I didn't hear what you said.
I'm still a little sketchy about submitting my DNA to a third party. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm just a little suspicious. That's all.
Oh.
That's all. I don't need to know that bad.
The only one that you would have to be worried about is 23andMe.
No, there's a
Obviously,
couple
but
out
they
there
could
that
all
are-
go down.
All of them. Ancestry is owned by BlackRock.
Yep.
You have to
No.
worry about all of them.
No,
I feel-
Ancestry's not. Hang on.
I feel like it could just, I don't know. I am still a little skeptical. It's not that.
Blackstone.
Conspiracy.
It's not Black Rock. It's Blackstone.
Like
It's
the
not
grip?
BlackRock.
BlackRock and Vanguard.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
They own
BlackRock.
almost
It's
everything.
Blackstone. They're owned by Blackstone Company.
Mm.
I've already seen the. Anyway, conspiracy theory is just something that hasn't been proved true yet.
I'm just saying, I feel like there could be some nefarious goings on. That's all I'm saying.
Definitely.
I've not committed any crimes that I know of and left my DNA.
That's
So
good.
I'm not really worried in that aspect. It's just, I don't know. I don't really agree with biodata harvesting. Sounds a little paranoid, but
I would trust Ancestry out of all of them.
oh, I would too. I don't know. I'm not there yet. Maybe.
Way I feel is screw it. If they're gonna come get me, they're gonna come get me because it don't matter if they have your DNA or not. They already have somebody that's linked to you.
Thanks, Tasha. Thanks for that reassurance.
I'm just saying.
What do they
I've
want?
watched-
My debt? Please take it.
I've watched
I'm
the
doing
DNA
really good at
detective.
compartmentalizing this, so if you could just not. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I've watched the DNA detective. It don't matter if she has yours or your 10th cousin's.
Yep.
She'll find you.
Well, that's how they got the Golden State Killer.
But they also used so they used GEDCOM, or not GEDCOM, GEDmatch,
Yeah.
and another company. Ancestry does not participate in those.
So if they're issued or if they're presented with a subpoena, they will refuse to give up information.
I don't think they've done it often.
So the other thing too, like with GEDmatch, when you upload onto that, they ask you, like, there's a button that you have to click, but it'll ask, like, do you allow your DNA to be used with authorities?
Heck no! I mean, heck no!
Thank you, Cheryl.
They can always get it anyway, even if they get a court. If they get a court order, they have to give it up.
Right.
And it doesn't matter what company it is.
But yeah, so they have to. They will not voluntarily cooperate.
All right, so they have to be presented with a court order in order to.
Correct.
Cool.
Yep.
I mean, because that's my hesitation. I don't want them participating. Just oh yeah, sure, we'll give you that information. I feel like you have private, very personal information, and with that comes great responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
And I am hesitant to give that amount of power to a company that, honestly, all of our companies in this country are for profit for the most part. Profits over people, it seems like, and I'm just not willing to put my genetic data in the hands of profit seekers.
I just want to answer a question in the chat real quick for Amanda.
Sorry.
So Amanda, that was probably somebody's personal tree that they did that with. Not necessarily, it's not Ancestry per se. It's probably somebody's tree that they linked with the wrong people.
Tryptophan, West Virginia. I'm tired. I had a lot of food. Thank you, though.
I seen you like this, and all I seen was,
Yeah, I'm tired.
he's a poor guy.
Yeah, I just looked it up. So Ancestry in 2019 received a request from law enforcement to access the general database, and they said no. They require law enforcement and government agencies seeking access to Ancestry customer data will follow valid legal process.
That seems legit.
Yeah. I mean, being where I work, my stuff has been in 2 data leaks. So it's whatever. They want to clone me. Good luck.
Right?
Like I said, if they want my
Look
debt,
up
please take it.
Yeah. Good luck with the $37 in my checking account.
Right?
Why is this
Yeah.
thing
Wait, you're
done?
rich over there, Megan. I have a penny.
What can I say?
Usually they
What can
require
I say?
$5 fee. Let's not be over dramatic.
It's an older one, so I was kind of grandfathered in.
Yeah.
This is being
Yes,
done.
Amanda, it's called tryptophan.
Yep.
I think Brian just mentioned it like a minute or two ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a pretty potent
Yep. When
chemical.
Ashley was checking in on me.
So I'm
So,
trying to send,
BlackRock,
I'm trying to send gifts, and it let me send 10 things to you or whatever. It let me send to Megan, and it let me send to Mac. But it's for some reason I go to click on it with Krista, Ash, and B, and it's not going through.
You didn't say the magic word.
I'm getting mad right now. I just tried like 10 times.
Dang you, Megan.
Mac, what were you saying?
Thank you, Pastor.
Okay, New Diney went through. Apparently they didn't like pumpkin pies with those ones.
I don't even know what to do with that. What do I even do? Look how old I am right now.
What?
Apparently
Thank you,
they
Tosh.
just didn't like pie.
What do I even do with this?
I don't even know. I've looked and I'm like, I can see it on my screen now, but they like disappear once I get off. So I don't use them
You
in
can go
anything.
into your, I don't even know what it's called, but you can trade them for like coins, and then you can send people stuff. Yeah.
Or you
Okay.
can link PayPal and you can get paid from it too.
Yes.
I don't have enough people.
I got
Not enough
$1
people
from
like me
my
yet.
28-minute live today.
I got the alert, and I was at my mom's for Thanksgiving, and I went to go jump on, and I'm like, no, he's gone. Okay, never mind then.
I was
I got
on
to
there,
see
but I
Babe.
couldn't hear anything because it was so loud in the house. I was at my in-laws.
Yeah, I was at my sister's. I couldn't even have service. I'm lucky it came through.
I was gonna say my mom was out in the boondocks, so.
I watched. I got to see the baby.
Mac, you were saying something.
I don't remember.
It was something about Blackstone.
Oh, I looked up and see. You always got to go to who owns that company. BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard. They own the whole world. They own everything. Um, Even if you find a company that they don't own, that parent company that owns them is owned by BlackRock and Vanguard, whatever. So BlackRock is a part owner of the Blackstone Group. They own, I think it's 8 point something percent or whatever. So they've got their hands in everything. They own the world.
The world, all of the world.
Legitimately,
They own all of
they
us.
own so much.
They,
It's insane.
They never had birth certificates before, and God, I hope people know about this because I don't want to.
Are you about to blow our minds?
Yeah, when people they never had birth certificates. When they came out with a social security number and birth certificates and whatever, all those big companies like John D. Rockefeller, probably the biggest scumbag to ever walk the planet, and BlackRock and everybody here, all of you have an insurance policy taken out on you by that company. So when you die, something happens to you, they make money off of your death.
I feel like this is a conspiracy theory.
No, it's look it up. It's out there. It's not a theory. It's
No.
true.
I've heard of it. I've 100% heard of this, but I haven't seen any valid proof. I'm a big thing of I like to see the writing on the wall. I like to see the proof in the pudding.
I know our homework for next week.
What?
Conspiracy.
I'm not calling BS, Mac. I totally have heard of this, and
No, I
I'm
don't
one of
need the
those who's
slide
willing
being
to go
taken
down that
down.
rabbit hole. I'm willing to believe it because
You'd crap yourself
why
if I showed
not?
up in the tin hat, wouldn't you?
It's completely sad and completely wrong and completely evident of what kind of world we live in anymore.
But Mac is right. So BlackRock doesn't own the controlling as the hold. They don't own the most shares. Vanguard Group owns 9%. BlackRock is 6.5%. But also Morgan Stanley, J.P. Morgan, and a couple other high profile.
So the Rothschilds. Oh, okay. You lead that family back, and it leads you to the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, everybody who owns Vanguard and BlackRock. Same
Didn't
people.
we bail those big banks out? So don't we technically own Ancestry then?
You know, we don't own shit. Try not paying taxes or not paying rent. We don't own shit. We rent.
Oh,
W-
I'm
Picking up
well
here
aware
too,
of
Cheryl.
that. I'm a millennial. I'll never own shit. My retirement plan is death. Like I don't have a retirement plan.
So anyway, sorry.
You're fine. I always like to know the information. So I remember people having a fit saying BlackRock outright owns it. And I'm like, no, I know that they don't outright own it. It's Blackstone.
Right.
I figured they had their hands in it, but at least they don't own the controlling.
Okay, so BlackRock owns 6.5 or 6.8%. I think I read. Vanguard owns 9, so there's 17 right there. And then you got what is it? J.P. Morgan, Rothschilds. They're the same people that own BlackRock and Vanguard. So
everything anyways.
Why are the two names so similar? Because you have BlackRock and Blackstone.
Well,
Don't think they didn't do
BlackRock
that
is
for-
probably a subsidiary.
No,
Probably
it was-
a section off of it.
It was started by a different guy.
Probably got ties in there somewhere.
Maybe.
They own everything. It's just you can't get away from it.
Yeah. So that's how
That's
I'm
what
like, I'm
happens
not.
when things are a good old boy club.
It's the ultimate good old boy club right there. So it's unfortunate, but that's the world we live in for now.
But
So WV, don't forget to send me your info so that I can send you this
you
nice
got
little
something
thing.
right there.
She does right here too. I think they're the stickers.
Oh.
I need one right there.
I was gonna say, or her daughter attacked her.
She did.
Oh, okay, I was thinking that they were the pimple stickers.
No.
So I'm like,
I have
This one's a wreath,
I
No,
need one for my
it's
whole face
candles.
done.
and that one's a. I don't even know what it is. Hold on, wait. Oh, God.
They're sticky.
Decorations.
I have a picture of my dad, and he's covered in Care Bear stickers all over his face.
There you go.
so WV, now that you're actually talking, if we get the 5 foot of snow that we're supposed to get, are you gonna come take it?
I'll try.
My house says 60 plus inches by Monday morning.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
And I'm on like the border between
Yeah.
48 and 60 and 60
heard that right,
plus.
Megan.
We're only supposed to get like 8, and I'm like, that's a little aggressive for the first
Yeah,
snow of
I
the
don't think
year.
we're supposed
Let's
to get
calm
any.
it down.
Well, originally they were saying 2 to 3 feet. Now they're saying 5. Within the course of a day, it has changed to 5. We're having people run over by reindeer and 5 foot of snow.
I'll strap on my plow and I'll come up.
2024 is like you ain't seen nothing yet. We're going out with a bang, literally.
I literally said to him, I'm like, what am I going to do if you're up in Burlington or something and we get like 5 feet of snow? I can't, like, we have a really big snowblower. I'm like, I'm not. I've used it before. I don't like using it, but in emergencies I will. But 5 feet of snow, I have a video 2 years ago of me trying to do a run to the chickens.
My
Wait,
brother.
doesn't your son live with you? Sorry, Tasha.
For the next month.
Well, he's not capable of using a snowblower?
He just got shipped to tonight. He's going to Buffalo for like a week or two.
Yeah, he works the same job. Well, not the same position, but he works same place as Corey.
Oh, okay.
My brother's neighbor has an electric snowblower. One of those ones that does 2 swipes and the battery's dead.
Oh,
I told him I wanted one. Plug in.
Well, if that doesn't tell you that he lives right on the border of Fort Drum, I don't know what does. People come there thinking that these electric snowblowers are going to do jack shit.
They are the worst. I can't get my Tesla started. It's frozen. What's that?
Here they can't.
I said, we're just supposed to get really cold temperatures. We're not getting any snow or anything.
Yeah, as of right now, we have little to no accumulation right now where I'm at.
Oh, we don't have anything here.
And Cheryl says they're supposed to get 38.
You can keep it, Ohio.
When? Send it my way. Because everything that I saw that we were supposed to get it all. Cortland, Syracuse, and on down to northern part of Pennsylvania. We're supposed to get everything. Watertown and places like that weren't supposed to get shit.
This is lake effect. This is something totally different.
I know what lake effect is. Guys, we get lake effect. I don't know.
Not this kind of lake effect, sir.
Once it hits that lake and it builds and it builds.
Okay, you guys are on Ontario. We're on Erie. You know, there's 5 of those Great Lakes, right?
I'm on Michigan.
Ours is the only one that doesn't freeze over completely, though.
I'm on none.
But yeah, so that little blue dot is where I am, and then Allie is right on. I don't know if you can even see my finger trying to do this or not.
Where the 60 is underneath the end.
Yeah.
Right around there. Right where the 60. So you see the 60s there, and then there's the pink line right underneath the 60, underneath the end.
Mm-hmm.
There. Like, you bastards.
I wonder what we're supposed to get.
Last time, 2 years ago, he had to go to the shop to get the backhoe to clean out our driveway. And it's not a long driveway. It fits 3 cars, maybe 4 tops.
Yeah, I had to, I pulled in my normal spot tonight, and then my neighbor texted me, and he's like, just remember, we're getting snow, and I go, oh crap, I need to move my car, because normally I have like a fence, and I park right by the fence, but when the snowplow comes through, he goes a straight line down that, and then I have a shed, so I park next to the shed so that he can get everything if it's 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like,
so do you just live on the road? Or do you have a driveway?
No,
she lives in a house, Brian.
Hold on.
No, how she said that she parks in the driveway, he goes off of that, but I park on the shed. So I was trying to figure out, do you have like a driveway or?
This was... Okay.
Oh, I'm shiny.
Yeah.
That's my van. That's my minivan.
Yeah, we don't get that. Not
It
very
was.
often.
Minivan.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Damn.
No.
But normally, I park next to that fence. If you can see the fence, I don't know.
Oh, then.
Normally, I park next to that fence. But when the plow guy comes in, he goes a strip right up that. And during the winter, I park over there. so that he can get that strip plowed out and around
Oh,
the
okay.
curve. And then my neighbor parks over there. But yeah, so he can get in there and get that plowed out, and then I can get out of the driveway.
Hello, Kenneth. I'm in Lower Michigan.
Yeah, he's in Kent County.
Oh, that's
North
right above me.
Central.
Oh,
How's
hey,
North
North
Central?
Central.
Uh-oh. Can't hear you, buddy.
I'm good. You guys can keep all the snow, by the way.
We're going to share.
So send it all to North Central. Got it.
No, I'm gonna send it down to Matt.
Please.
Like, just take it.
No.
You know how much money I could make during that snowstorm?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Just take it.
Sorry, North Central. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no, you're good. I was just going to say I was on the computer doing some videos, but I realized what time it was, and I was like, yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, and in case nobody's mentioned it, the membership for, oh, wow.
Ancestry.
Yeah. Ancestry, yeah, it went to 50% today. Yeah.
We had an extended conversation about that earlier.
Yeah, I gotta figure that out.
That's what happens whenever you get in late.
That's okay.
And the kits. And the kits are $39.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Does anybody else's state or Department of Transportation name their snowplows?
Yes.
I was just curious. They haven't come out with their list yet for this year. I'm a little excited to see what
I
the
track
names
them.
are going to be.
I track them once in a while.
Yeah.
I do too. I have the MI Drive app. Get that, Brian. It's awesome. It shows you like you can see plow webcam stuff and see what traffic is moving at what speed and where there's crashes and stuff like that on all the major highways in Michigan. It's really cool.
DOT doesn't do that because they don't want to show you which cars they're plowing off the road or which mailboxes they're taking out. Or
Yeah.
they don't want
We
proof.
have traffic cams all over, though, that you can
Oh, no.
sign into.
We get POV, baby. Bird's eye view. Live vicariously, you know. We're snowed in. Let's go ride a snowplow.
North Central. The topic this week was like fascinating historical facts. Do you got any?
The world is round.
Not flat.
I thought it was a.
That's
I thought it was a frisbee. I work with somebody who thinks it's flat, and it's insane.
It is flat. What are you talking about?
There's a lady, and she has like these charts and stuff, and it said it's flat.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. No, not so much.
If it was round, you'd fall off it.
I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens.
My God.
Most likely aliens.
I like how we're all like, yeah, we know there's aliens. We don't care anymore.
Nope.
I was being that crazy guy from that one show, the poofy hair and
Can
yeah.
you
Ancient
imagine
aliens. Ancient
all these
aliens.
people that have been saying all this stuff about aliens and like they've been like, no, and the government's like, no, we don't have anything. We don't have any information. You're crazy. And, you know, gaslighting all these people. And then they're like, well,
Okay,
it's
we got aliens.
2024. Yeah, we've got some stuff.
And we're like, yeah, no shit, Kyle. We know.
They have that new documentary on Netflix about the lady back, I think it was in the 80s or 90s. There was some alien abduction thing. And I was watching that and I'm like, I think there's aliens, you guys. I really think there's aliens now.
I was convinced a few years ago there were mermaids. So I'm not sure if it's factual or if I'm just gullible.
There probably are.
Megan, you took one too many gummies.
Not yet. It's not 10 o'clock yet.
She knows where her children are.
I do. With her father. Oh, God.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
That's very true.
hopefully.
She's 15, so
That
we're
age,
at
I was
that
sneaking
fun
out
stage.
windows.
I remember being that age, and it was not great, so.
Gone Graving's not in here anymore, is he? I don't want to give him any ideas.
Yeah.
I don't think he is.
Well,
His
did you
lives
see-
the other day were cracking me up. He said something about getting in trouble with TikTok, and they immediately shut him off.
Yeah, that poor kid. So we found out he's only 15. And
He's just a baby.
yeah. So TikTok cut his first live off. He had to stay off from it for 10 minutes or something. He went back on it and he was telling Megan and I how he got cut off and how he got in trouble with TikTok, and then boom, gone. He got a thing saying that he can't go live again until 2029. Like,
Holy
why
crap.
that long though? He'll be 18 in 3 years, so why are they banning him from live for 5 years?
2029?
Yes. It was 5 years, exactly 5 years that he was banned from live.
Holy shit.
Sorry for
Don't
the
do the
swear,
crime
but, like,
if you
holy
can't
cow.
do the crime. No, I'm just kidding.
Isn't his name Parker?
Yeah, that he has.
Okay, there was a Parker maybe in here earlier.
Yep, that's
Okay.
it.
Ah.
Wow.
So
There might have been a new reemergence of,
We're not saying anything else. We know nothing, TikTok. We know
Right,
nothing.
yeah,
Yeah, no.
yeah.
All he's got to do is make another account, which kind of screws him up for his followers and the videos that he's made. But I mean,
Well, and he has the account under Gone Graving as the first one, and that's what he has like his business name as and everything.
Yeah, all this stuff started to that.
so just go Gone Graving 2.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly right.
There's plenty of numbers left. I mean, as they
I'm
keep
thinking-
banning it.
if we still have this app and we're still able to use the app in 3 years, he'll be able to validate his age and say, request
Hopefully
the
fight
ban.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they'll be like, yeah, we were heavy-handed.
Well, I think that's the thing too. Is even if he were to do it under a different birth date, when I got on here, I had to validate my age with either my ID or something else to go live. You can't get around it.
Oh, yeah.
He could just
I was gonna
he could
say.
scan somebody else's
His
license.
parent could have set it up for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd worry about it. I very rarely do I ever go live. I mean, it's like a blue moon when I go live.
I've been
You should.
getting flagged for doing promotional business, showing plants that I grow and I'm not selling.
Yeah.
Well, they think you have a dispensary or something.
I guess.
If you
Yes,
do
because this one totally looks like something that you could use.
Megan and
That's a
I
nice-
are taking a trip.
It's a very nice stamen you got there, Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Try it out.
right.
You never know.
But yeah, I get
Better off
restricted like
with
almost
something.
every other live.
Damn. Put your
That's
stamen
okay.
away.
My boss has a company that is a cultivator in the cannabis industry. Well, apparently Instagram is not friendly to that, and all of their promotional stuff has been taken, it's gone.
Oh,
So he was
geez.
like, yep, we got to redesign the labels without the QR code for Instagram because we don't have an Instagram page anymore because I don't know what happened to. My boss is so unsavvy, it's ridiculous. He doesn't understand the ins and the outs of why he can't put that on Instagram. To him, he's just like, why not? Because, Dwayne, it's not legal everywhere. This goes everywhere.
Yeah.
Tasha had a fun encounter today. Somebody nudged her.
Oh yeah. I got a random notification that Crazy Cemetery Dad nudged me. And I said, hi, Crazy Cemetery Dad. And he goes, evening. I'm evening, so he did
feel like-
message back.
He wants me to change his name next time I see him to Crazy Cemetery Dad.
Does he know that's what we call him?
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah. Oh, every time I see him, I go, "Hi, Crazy Cemetery Pops."
He has fun with it.
I just thought it was nice that he actually used the texting fingers and messaged back. Even though we think he doesn't know that he nudged me on purpose, but
Yeah, when he likes my videos, a lot of times he'll like send a heart, and so it sends it to me in a message. Okay, I don't care. Although he did find
It's the
out
support.
he's following my mother, which is hilarious. I was laughing the whole way home when I'm telling him this on the phone. I'm like, you know that you follow a total of 3 people, and I'm like, you follow me, and he follows his friend. I said, and you follow your ex-wife. He goes, how the hell did that happen?
I can vouch for the fact that, like, when they see each other, it's not like they're super chatty or anything.
Much better than they used to be, but still, like,
Is it as cold as it is outside?
they got divorced in 1983. Okay, so it's been a hot minute, but yeah, I think that she accidentally like followed him, and then he just followed her back because he followed him. I don't know how that happened, but he's like, "You gotta fix that." I'm like, "Okay." Either one of you posts, so what does it matter?
I remember your mom, she was getting upset because she got on TikTok so she could see Allie's videos, but she was on the FYP and was like getting upset because she was seeing other people's videos. And then the only person she was following was Allie. And then all of a sudden I have this person follow me, and Allie sends me a screenshot and goes, "Just so you know, that's my mom." Like, okay.
Yeah. Yep. She's the one that I had to go to her house to turn on the printer because she didn't understand why it wasn't printing.
Bless her heart.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, on the other
Hey,
hand, though, for my dad, I had to. He couldn't. The first time we FaceTimed, he was having a hard time trying to figure out how to turn it off.
Hey, I can't complain. I tried to figure out why a power strip wasn't working, and I had the power strip cord plugged into the power strip.
You're in timeout. Nope. Unforgivable, Brian.
That's pretty bad.
Like I was flipping the switch and everything. I was like, why the f- is it not working?
So my first question, I thought you said you didn't smoke that stuff.
I don't. I'm
My
blonde
second
though. I'm
thing-
naturally blonde.
My 94-year-old grandmother FaceTimes and video calls without a problem. Or I should say,
Cheryl.
I think it's funny. It was so easy for Grandma Westcott to figure out how to video call. But then
Well, she's
her
only in
daughter-
her 50s.
my great grandmother is 94. Her daughter, on the other hand, it's like I have to go to her freaking house and set up a new phone every other month because she thinks it's broken because she doesn't know how to use it. And she just likes
That
to
was my
spend money.
uncle.
Well, my mom's not really mentally down. She's schizophrenic, so I think it's just the voices telling her that the phone's not working. And
Yeah, but your voices tell you how to use your phone.
yeah, so well, those are different voices, sweetheart. My voices are ADHD voices that are just like singing to me in my head, not.
I'm getting ready to say a lot of things are starting to sound familiar here.
The remix, Tasha.
Phenomena. Do, do.
Carol sent me a video earlier that had the "Let's Do It" thing at the very beginning, and that damn song has been stuck in my head since this morning.
Oh, by the way of sending people something, Tasha, there is a place in hell that has a nice warm seat for you.
Allie started it. I had to pass it on to somebody else.
I think it's only
But hey, you thinking about that means that you just lost the game. So.
I lost the game.
Now that he's here in present company, did you get information for North Central to be part of your list? You and Brian are working on
List.
Oh, I need. Hold on. Grave Geek stuff, Tosh.
Yeah,
that has a zip.
Give me 1 sec.
You want something that zips?
he's gonna pull it up so that he can just put it right in there because I keep forgetting.
Be right back.
Okay, so I have everything but your name, North Central, like your actual name.
Yeah, if you don't want it on there, it doesn't need to be.
If you don't want it though, we don't have to add it.
It's fine. It's David.
David.
You know his name now.
Like a
We're all
David.
like,
That fits.
is your? I was guessing John, but
All you got to do is ask.
Well, we weren't sure if you wanted like the public.
some people are very private.
Anonymity
no,
is the name of the game. Obviously, I don't
it
like to
doesn't
be
really
known
matter.
by my given name.
And it's only going to be shared between all of us anyways, because we're trying to make a list where if anyone needs help, we can be like, oh, here is Justin in Michigan, or there's Allie in New York, stuff like that, to kind of pinpoint people in the right direction.
Sure.
Yeah, I remember I had sent him a message and got like the email and everything from him, and I think I put that on there, right?
Yeah, yep.
There's a couple people that I have to go back and get their emails for. Like I have 6 feet stuff in there. There's a couple other ones. I have to go back in there and get them.
Yeah, there's Tammy that needs TikTok, if she does TikTok.
Yeah, she's on here. I just didn't get her username.
My friend Tammy?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, North Central. I just meant like if you wanted to give out some kind of information to do it privately.
No, it's fine.
I didn't mean to like put you out there. Like,
Oh no, it's fine.
what is your name?
So I need
Yeah,
your
the
social
rest of it.
security. I need your credit card.
Your mother's maiden name would also be helpful.
your first pet's name.
Who was your second grade teacher?
Yeah.
I didn't go to school.
I also
Good
need
answer.
Amanda from
Good
New Hampshire too.
Yeah, is her email and
All I
stuff
have, all I have is email. I have no counties, and I have no TikTok.
Okay.
If she does TikTok.
Yeah,
Did you get-
she's in there.
Did you get
Come on.
either one of you?
What?
Did you guys get Stephanie?
Stephanie, hold on, let me look.
Uh,
Ow, Atreyu.
So is this just for Great Geeks on like a TikTok thing, or is this other platforms? Or?
It's for anyone. So say if Allie gets a comment on like Facebook and be like, "Hey, I'm trying to clean stones in West Virginia. Do you know anyone in that area?" And she'd be like, "Oh yeah, I know, North Central on TikTok. You can go message him." It's kind of like it's an Excel sheet for all of us to use to get information.
Yeah, we've been kind of floating, thinking about, if we could do like a repository webpage where, there's people, there's resources, there's articles, there's items that we use, so that this way anybody can direct them to sourced information. I had a comment today, like, that's not how you clean headstones.
Au contraire.
So, well, I've had several, respected conservationists that taught me how to do this. So please tell me, what do you mean? So I want to be able to be like, here's the URL. Go here, and here's the 9-year study for D2. Whether it's links to whatever companies that have safe stuff to use. Not just necessarily Atlas, but there are other companies like the one that Justin uses. so that this way people have a plethora of information, but I want them to have the receipts to back up what we do.
Yeah, well, I was actually thinking more along the lines of because I know a lot of there's a lot of TikTokers that don't do YouTube and vice versa. So if you tell them, well, here's North Central on TikTok, and they don't do TikTok, then
right.
Oh yeah, and we can add add an extra list of like other sources
platforms.
Too. Yeah.
But this is actually my secondary platform. This isn't my main platform. I'm more on YouTube than I am actually here.
Yeah, I can.
Your videos are longer form, aren't they?
Yeah, on YouTube they're usually 10 to 20 minutes long, something like that. If I do a cleaning on TikTok, it's usually I don't usually go over 2-3 minutes anymore. But on YouTube, I'll have them go. Some of them, I just did one that was almost 40 minutes long.
Wow.
Okay.
So yeah, it's all filmed, and yeah, I've got a production company that goes with me almost.
No, I've seen a few of yours. You have quite the setup. They're really great production quality.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I don't remember what you guys said, Brian, Tasha. Do you guys have Stephanie? Her name is Gentle Touch.
Yes, I do. I have Stephanie. Yep.
Okay. And
I just recently got Krista.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Got me.
Yep, we already got you.
Yeah, B, I would oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just sitting down, so I did that granddad thing that I'm
okay.
supposed to do. Oh,
Gotcha.
it's a requirement.
It would be a good idea to be able to do I don't know. North Central, you have yours on as North Central. Megan, I think you have different names on the other platforms.
I've tried to keep them consistent, but I'm still learning, so I don't know.
Right. For display names, it doesn't show mine is the same for across platforms. So it's always the same 3 words together. Yours comes up as, I think, MIS Kims or 07.
MK Sim or something like that.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to be able to list everybody's too. But I would like to do something like that. A website that we can put all the stuff in. I thought that Never Forgotten and New York West or
Western New York.
Western New York Cemetery. I think that they were talking about it and working on it, but I haven't heard anything from either one of them in a long time.
Yeah, I have Shannon's information. Never Forgotten. Well, kinda. I need her counties that she works in Indiana, and if she has an email, if she wants to share an email.
You've got everything in mind, Brian? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
B. Mac wanted his name on there just changed to Mac. Not
okay.
Not his baptismal name.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Wow.
Yeah, no problem. Changing that now, by the way. So just so you know.
I don't want my colonizer name on there.
Your colonizer name.
But
it is changed to Mac.
That's what they say.
Sorry, kids live in Buffalo, so had to give hugs.
I actually have a Mary Mac that's buried in the cemetery next to me.
Mary Mac?
Yep.
We have a lot in common with our families, girl.
Thank you, Brian.
Oh, by the way, when I was looking up that Bevel Sperry, the 20-year-old firefighter in New Haven, there was a Westcott on that census record as well. In New Haven, Connecticut.
I have to look that up because I know my lines didn't go into Connecticut, but obviously one of the Westcott lines did. Mine went from Massachusetts to Rhode Island.
Well, It's on the way. Kinda.
Oh, Tosh.
What?
So if you go onto the sheet, you're gonna notice with like Krista and with North Central, I added the extra stuff for F for the next one over, and it just says that you can find him. You can find him on YouTube under the same name, and then I kind of specified a little bit more where Krista usually works at a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, technically, I'm on 4 platforms. I'm on here, YouTube, Book of Faces, and
Where would you like us
and
to?
Clapper.
Where would you like us to really direct you to? Like, if say, like, I want to look for you, where would you rather have me look you up at?
The 2 most that there's only 2 that I'm really active on, and that's here and YouTube.
Okay.
So if anybody knows any like web page building experience or knows how to do that, then
I have MySpace.
I have an associate building. Allie, I can work on it this winter.
Okay. Just sometime this winter.
Yeah.
And we need Zach too.
I have his stuff.
Okay.
Who?
But yeah,
North Carolina, somewhere in North Carolina. Sorry.
I have a couple of different platforms that I can use for website building. So I'll take a look at them and see which one would make the most sense and then go from there.
Okay.
Oh, should I add Ohio to the list?
Yeah. That associate's degree that I got to use for something.
There's a few people in Ohio.
Oh, I know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we only have 2 people, but the Cheryl, I know that she's part of the Grave Geeks, but does she clean too? Like, I don't know if she.
Yes.
Okay.
What's the other person you have from Ohio, Brian?
Tammy and Missy.
Which Tammy? Tammy Dobbins or Tammy?
Dobbins.
Yeah.
She's right on the border of Ohio and West Virginia, I believe.
There's another one down southwestern Ohio, Columbus area, and I just met another one from Ohio not too long ago. There's a couple of them on there, at least. They're popping up all the time.
Yeah, they are.
I have another person.
Oh, you do?
Yep, Lacey. She actually was at the Atlas Preservation Workshop in Kalamazoo with me. She's in like Illinois, Iowa area, I believe.
I think we've all been friends with Lacey for a while.
And that's what I thought. So,
if you want, can you message her to see if she's okay with being added to the list?
Chat.
Graveyard Guru. Great, yeah.
Like this whole
B.
I'll have to message you, their Graveyard Guru, if you're okay with that being
or
added to the
message
list.
B. Go ahead. You can message him.
Yeah.
I'll message Lacey once we're done with this and see if she's interested.
You're one of a kind, Cheryl. You're always one of a kind.
B.
You're the only Ohioan I can tolerate.
B. Brian.
Yeah.
The only thing that I ask is that the states are in alphabetical order.
Oh, okay. I can do that. I'm just
Or I can
right
get
now
on
I'm
there.
adding.
Yeah, I can get on there and do it, but my OCD goes nuts because if I'm thinking like, okay, I'm looking for somebody in New York, I want to be able to go right to the ends and know that's where it is.
I was thinking that anyways. So I just been adding them right now.
I moved a couple of them around like a week or so ago that you had put in. I was like, I stuck them in alphabetical order because I'm like, my OCD will go nuts and I will start like, I'll have a panic attack. That's why Allie uses Tasha for organization of things.
Oh, and I don't mind either. I just been adding people, and I was actually going to go back anyways and do alphabetical order anyways, because it was driving me nuts too.
I can be a pain in the ass with that stuff. Like I get so anal about it. It's ridiculous. It's
really? Who knew?
I am that person that while I'm walking, I count my steps in my head.
Oh, I do. I do too. And I have to have things that are even.
Yep.
And
I am an
everything,
odd number person.
Nope.
Hey, Tasha.
Even numbers are not okay with me.
Tasha, guess what's not alphabetized?
You
You're a
just
wild
gave
woman.
her. You just gave her a heart attack there,
No, like,
Allie.
it's so bad, even with at work. So, like, we have all the student accident reports, and some of my coworkers just stick them in the folder. Me,
No.
I'm the person that creates folders by the month. So I know all of the students for that month are in there, and then alphabetize them in the folder, and then they just go and stick them in a random spot again. I'm like, I'm going to shank you. Because they aren't the ones that get asked to go find this. So I do it by date and then their name.
It just makes
Well,
sense.
you would really hate my notes.
This is an order of videos, if that counts.
No, I will give me the binder and
No,
I
I
will.
have a lady that I do that.
North Central, you don't count your steps throughout the cemetery?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
I keep
Mine
count
is not
that.
even.
No, I generally know where I'm at, so I don't have to count steps.
I tend to go by tens. Like I'll count up to 10 and then restart again. And
I do the
then
same
I go
thing.
by that in my head. Yes, my cousin Tracy, when I think I was brushing a dog one day, she goes, just out of nowhere, Tasha, how many strokes are you at? Without hesitation,
God.
answered like 76 or something like that. And I was like, wait, I didn't even realize I was consciously doing that.
I do the same thing.
I've been told that's an autistic trait.
It is.
I mean,
You're risen with autism, baby.
I have like 6 kids in my family that have been diagnosed autistic.
It's
All on my dad's
genetic.
side.
I don't have the mental capacity.
I'm late diagnosis. I'm late diagnosed. So
Yeah.
Oh, my wife does it with the coffee pot and her medication that she's taking, all her vitamins. She'll count them as she's putting them in, and I'm like, 37, 17, 14, hike! Shut up, you bastard! I'm gonna hit you.
That drives
You're a
me
menace.
insane. I'm counting like the scoops into the coffee pot, and Jasper will come out saying something. I go, Jasper, I'm trying to count. He's like,
I said, what do you count in the coffee scoops for? It's 4. You're not gonna lose track.
I do.
It's only 4. And she said, wait a minute. What number was I at? I'm like, oh my God, you actually did forget where you were.
well, like with me, I make a whole pot of coffee. It's not just like a quarter pot of coffee. So when you're doing the whole thing, that's 12. And I was trying.
12 what? No. 4 scoops of coffee.
Oh, mine.
You don't put 12.
The scooper that mine came with is like a scoop that you use for each cup. So it's
Oh no, you get a scoop of coffee is 1/8 of a cup.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have an 1/8 cup somewhere, I would get an 1/8 cup, and for 12 cups of coffee, you use 4 scoops.
Well, I use the scooper that came with my coffee pot, and it's a small one.
There ain't no way in hell I'm doing that 12 times. I think 4 is enough. Wow.
I have a Keurig. I don't have to count my scoops.
That's exactly right.
I have to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I'm gonna say goodnight.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
be
it's
too.
past. It's 18 past. So
Oh
Hot
wow.
diggity.
Yeah.
calm it down, guys.
right.
Yeah.
It's exactly an hour from when Tasha.
Yeah.
So what do we want to do for next week? Besides conspiracy theories.
Our autism traits.
No.
Any ideas, North Central?
I'll bring my niece on. She is one big trait.
Oh, Amanda, I know. Trust me. But my sleep disorder.
We can name my plow.
We
The
come up
Your
with a name
plow.
for Mac's plow truck.
Yeah,
I like that.
we were talking about the New York State and Michigan.
Okay.
the scary scary.
I was thinking, wow, I was thinking Twinkie or something like that. But
So come up with names for Max. No plow.
I was just kidding. Like a cemetery related. I was just kidding.
I
All
like that
right.
idea.
Our brick
So,
walls.
so that's a side quest.
Talk about our brick walls.
Yes, brick walls. I
Oh,
like
I
that.
like that.
That's a
I
good
like
one.
that.
Ugh.
We already
Brick.
okay. So I have to reach out to the Henderson lady again because she told me hopefully this week she would have something on David, and I don't think she's emailed me back yet.
The only way I'm gonna find that guy is if somebody locally knows something because I've already looked and
Yeah,
Well, you could
I
do an
can't
unboxing.
send. I did this stuff with the Johnsons and it got me for like a decade. So I can't do it again with David. I lost my mind over the Johnsons. So that's what happened. Oh, shut up, TikTok. You see this? There.
Yes, Grave Guru.
Yep.
What? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. So
now
bring your
brick
brick
houses.
walls, and we can spend maybe we can spend the second half of the live doing some lookups as a team
Yeah.
Sounds like an awesome plan.
for those that want to. You don't have to.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
I'll take it.
I vote yes.
All right.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Thank
You
you
came up
all, and appreciate you, and we'll see you next Thursday at 8 p.m.
See you
Have a great
NT.
week.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Unless you're me, I'll see you at 9:30.
We will see you NT, not Tuesday. Bye.
Bye.